Berlin Township, we're about 30 minutes outside Philadelphia. Kind of a suburban type of atmosphere here. Very blue collar town, about 6 to 7,000 residents. So it's a very kind of small, tight knit community. We have roughly 10% minority students, mostly Hispanic. We have generally about 17, 18% free and reduced lunch, and about 16% of our students are classified for special education services. I believe in setting teachers up for success. I can get into the classroom and do it for them, but I can set you up to be successful. And I think we've done that in a very, again, powerful way for teachers to affect change in kids' lives. And we thought, boy, can we ever get there? How do you get there? And the second year, some more teachers started to buy into it, and we saw it growing. And then last year, particularly in the middle school here, things just took off, just like wildfire. Kids, you would walk into a middle school classroom, and if you know anything about middle school kids, when you ask them, what are you doing? They'll say, nothing. What'd you do today in school? Nothing. Do you like to read? You go into these classrooms last year, and you say to these kids, do you like to read? Oh, I love to read. Kids are walking down the hall with a book open. They're sitting in the nurse's office, sick, waiting to go home, reading a book. They're waiting in the principal's office, waiting to be disciplined, and they're reading a book because they want to. And we thought, oh boy, this is really strange behavior for middle school kids. Something's going on here.
Home Connect, when we first saw it, was that the kid responded, wow, it was that, ooh, like in a candy store, ooh, I get to see everything, I get to pick from everything kind of thing, because it's very visual, and especially for the elementary level. The cover of every book that they have read, each child has read, is in Home Connect, so they can see it. I remember that book. Oh yeah, I forgot I read that. That's really helpful. It also helps in students who've been doing AR now for the second year. They can go back and see, did I read that book? I don't remember. They can look at Home Connect, and it's the book cover. I mean, you're going to remember, for sure. You're going to remember.
Yeah, because grandparents like to stay connected with your life, too. So if you send them stuff that you're doing well in school, they'll probably feel happy that they're getting acknowledged into that.
I think the Home Connect definitely can increase parental involvement, because it does give connections between the students learning and what's going on in school. I think it is bridging the gap between school and home.
I actually have two favorite things about Home Connect. That you can sign people up to receive emails that you've done a test, and then the bookshelf that shows you all the tests you've taken since you started AR.
As a parent, I love being able to see that my kid took a test. At any time during the day, I'll be able to get an email back that says, your son took this test and this is the score that he got. And I think that it's a great tool to use as a parent. I'm constantly up to date on what's going on with my kids in school.
Well, it was funny because we just got introduced to Home Connect prior to conferences. So when I brought the kids down to the library, I thought it was going to be like a 15-minute thing. And I couldn't get them off the computers. Because, it's still AM, but just because they could see their practice on the computer screen and they wanted to go and score it themselves, it just added a whole other piece. Because
I think Home Connect is really cool. It allows kids and parents to see how their kids are doing. So say if the kids are struggling and the parents can see online that the kids are struggling, they can help them with the story.
I think Home Connect's pretty cool because you can just go on the website, and if your parents don't know how you're doing, you can go on there and show them how you're doing, and you can show them all the books you read with the bookshelf. And I think that's pretty cool because it goes back a few years.
I live right across the street from the school, and the Walmart's right on the other side of 73, and I have two boys. We are in the car literally for 2 minutes, and they take their books everywhere they go, and it is phenomenal to me. We'll go to the shopping center, they have the books. As soon as we get back into the car, they're back to reading again. Seatbelt goes on, there goes the book. It is amazing to me. I could only wish they had this program when I was younger, because I wasn't a big reader. I cannot believe how these kids have done so well in this school. And for me to be able to go online and to look at the mountains of books that they have read blows my mind. How many thousands of words. It's so detailed. It's phenomenal. I just love it. Love it.
because again, any educator that's worth their salt cares about those kids. And when you hear how it changes the lives of individual kids, and you could put a face on that, that's pretty remarkable. And that gets people to buy into what this product can do. It's not just something you read in a book. It's not just in a brochure that this works. You put a face to it, and it's pretty powerful stuff, and it's just wonderful for kids.
Just go home.
Okay. I'm sorry, did I take over the interview?
No, this is great.
And I was nervous, so this is what I do when I'm nervous. But this is 100% true. I mean, this is not just for this interview. It is fabulous.